You say the BCCI made money, but they also lost $80 million as a result of the television deal you allowed Sony and WGS Mauritius to make, which was a very, very costly thing.
Again, I think people don't, and it's good to throw numbers like 80 million into the air. First and foremost, let's just understand and be very clear in understanding this, that this is not how the business works. When we went out to market the rights of IPL, you'd be surprised sitting here today, there was one bidder. And that one bidder was World Sports Group. Sony actually bid and withdrew their bid prior to the bids even opening. ESPN bid, but they put zero number on the table, so their bid was disqualified. They said, we don't think this is going to work. We'll do a revenue share deal with you. The only company that actually put any money on the table above the minimum guaranteed amount was World Sports Group in the round one. And then they did a back-to-back licensing deal with Sony. Now, what's the job of a marketing company, which we all forget? A marketing company's job is to buy and sell rights. So if they bought a right, it's close to $2 billion, as an example. And they sold it for $2.08 billion to somebody, as an example. And they made $80 million over a 10-year period. What's wrong with that? I'm surprised they only made that kind of money. So first and foremost, somebody came out there, took a risk, believed in the product, and of course, if we had failed, the BCCI would be sitting out there and saying, oh, we have locked in our money, and the World Sports Group would be going back crying and saying they've lost a lot of money. So when you say that the World Sports Group is going to make $80 million over a 10 years period, I'm so happy they're going to make $80 million over a 10-year period because they deserve it. They took the risk with us at the point in time when nobody's ready to take the risk. They bought the rights, and then they've gone out and further sold it to a third party.
The issue here is that the way you did the deal cost the BCCI possibly $80 million.
I think you're putting the question wrong. The way I did the deals, I made the BCCI billions of dollars, not cost them $80 million. Let's talk about the amount of deals that I've done for the BCCI in 2005 since I've come in. Prior to me coming in, look at the results of the BCCI at that point in time, how much money they made. Probably the BCCI in a year would make $30, $40 million. To what I changed the marketing structure, I changed the way we did business, where the BCCI today, if you look at it, has locked in contracts over $6 or $7 billion going forward. Now, this was done because of my learnings that I had in my previous jobs, whether it was at Disney or with ESPN, and I looked at where the value lay. And I took the value that usually traditionally were kept by broadcasters or marketing companies, and I applied those principles and took them to a federation and made the federation earn all the money. And I did that on my own time, at my own cost, and we keep talking about $80 million I made the BCCI lost. What about the billions of dollars that I have made the BCCI